Good morning, everybody. It's Solo Sunday and another labor of love technique that I want to share with you. Actually, we're at number 26 in labor of love techniques, which means it's like halfway through the year, halfway through a deck of cards, halfway through. And I always like to look at my glass as more than half full. So I'm really excited to get into the new part and the next phase with you. And I will be here every Sunday with another labor of love as we continue into 2020. So today, the IRS is coming for you. And what does that mean exactly? Well, I want to offer you some instant release of stress. But I don't mean necessarily your stress. I'm talking about other people's stresses and situations that happen. So let me share what I'm talking about with you. Do you ever walk into a room and come home at the end of work or into an office and feel everybody's energy level is just really heightened and there's a lot of anxiety and frustration and people are just like spiraling out of control and they need your help, and what ends up happening sometimes is that energy starts to infiltrate our own body and we can get caught up in that vortex, that spiral that other people are feeling, and it just starts coming at us like a tornado and brings us along. So I know that I even had something like that happen to me this week, where somebody was going through something and it was a last minute decision to change an airline ticket, and what ended up happening was I entered the space, and instead of just being able to offer my help, the energy was trying to take me along. So here's what the labor of love technique for the week is, because it works. I promise you it works. It's about taking a deep breath and then saying this little mantra: I will not embody your stress. Because the minute we let that stress embody us, we can't be of service. We can't help that person. We need time to step back. And that doesn't mean necessarily exiting the room, but you might need to do that. But it's about saying, I will not embody your stress. Because here's the thing is, you're not there to relieve their stress or to take it on. You're there to help relieve that stress. You can't do it alone, but you can support them only if you don't enter that vortex, that spiral, that turbulent water that they're in. So you have to say to yourself, I will not embody your stress. Say it over and over again and keep breathing it in your head as you're even looking at that person. Take that second to say, I will not embody your stress. It can look like this. The more you do this technique, you will see it will work for you. It will work in any situation, because sometimes we just need that breath, that 5 seconds to say, I will not embody your stress. And if you say that, you will see, you will enter a calm place. It doesn't take away the stress. It doesn't get rid of that person's stress, but it relieves you of yours, or it stops it from even entering. That's where you want to get. You want to get to the point where that stress level, that energy doesn't come into your space, because that's the best space for you to be in when others are in that space. So remember, the IRS, well, sometimes it's a good thing. Come back with me next week as I share another labor of love with you. I'm going to keep doing these until we have 52 of these different types of techniques for you to utilize. And remember, these aren't techniques that have not been tried and true. I've used them. These are things that I use in my coaching, at my retreats, and I hope one day to be able to share each of these things with you in person at one of my retreats. So come here next Sunday when we share another Solo Sunday together. And have a great one, everybody. I'm your love and lifestyle strategist, and I'm here for you. It's all about empowering you to live life by your own design. See you next Sunday. Bye, everybody.